one of the questions I get asked often is, if I could go back in time to when I stopped drinking alcohol, would I change anything? Of course I would. There's so many different things I would change about my journey. There's when you're starting out in this, you're starting out from the drinker's mind. I'm looking back at this from 11 years with no alcohol in my life. 11 years of making progress, making consistent progress in my life, right? Opening up opportunities for myself, opening up possibilities, and just thinking in a different way, being able to think about things. When you're drinking, your mind is suffused in this toxin. So how can you think straight? Even if you're thinking, I used to think I'd come up with good ideas when I was drunk, and either they were crap ideas or I couldn't remember them the next day. So what was the point? There's no consistency. There's no, building a good life is about accumulation of good ideas and building one on top of the other. So there's that. You're starting off from having no experience. And then there's the emotional stuff. Drinkers come from the perspective of emotions over thinking. As soon as you're trying to think things through, or you have a tough time, a tough problem in your life, there's a tendency to turn to alcohol, as I said, and then you're not thinking straight. So, there's all that kind of stuff. And then there's taking on too much at once, taking on the wrong things. There's the lack of self-confidence, the lack of confidence in your own abilities to do these things. That plays it's a significant part in progressing through your life, is gradually building up that confidence. There's just so many things that if I could go back to that start date and hand myself a manual for what I know now, I'd shave 5-6 years off my journey, that's for sure. So there's a lot that I would change. But it's not just in what you're learning, it's how you're learning, it's when you're learning those things. It's, step by step moving forwards, learn something and then take that forwards a little bit and then learn something new. It's about learning the right thing at the right time. It's about not overwhelming yourself with too much, not taking on too much. It's about not scaring yourself stupid about the whole thing, It's easy to look back and to see the journey from the perspective of, I've done this decade, I've done this 11 years without alcohol, and to see everything that I've done, all the changes that I've made in my life because I made that one decision. But that's hindsight again, So, there's a lot to do with self-belief, And, a lot of that self-belief is only built up through experience. You can't teach wisdom. You've got to earn wisdom. It's earned by what you do, by the experience. I mean, you can read a book and get all the information out of a book. You can listen to what I'm saying on these videos, but if you don't put it into practice, it's a different story, So, that's it. I hope it answers your question. Take care of yourself. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.